Okay, is it possible for us to solve the equation x is equal to x plus 1? And before we say anything, let me just demonstrate two things for you. First, I'm going to look at this equation and I will square both sides. Okay, so the left hand side is just x squared, and then the right hand side we will get x squared plus 2 times this and that, which is 2x, and lastly plus 1 squared, which is 1. Now I'm going to subtract x squared from both sides. They cancel out very nicely. So that means 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then subtract 1 from both sides. 2x is equal to negative 1. Divide both sides by 2. We get x is equal to negative 1/2. Hey, we solved it. But this is incorrect. Because what you can do is, you can just plug in negative 1/2 into the original and do a quick check. If the original equation, you have left hand side being negative 1/2, but on the right hand side, when you plug in this right here, you get negative 1/2 plus 1. But this is equal to positive 1/2. Negative 1/2 does not equal to positive 1/2. So no solution from here actually. This is not going to work. And the reason that this fails is because when you square a negative number, it turns out to be positive. Square of negative 1/2 is the same as square of positive 1/2, but originally negative 1/2 it's not the same as positive 1/2, so that's not the answer. Now, secondly, what if we do this? X is equal to x plus 1, but I'm going to subtract x from both sides, cancel, have a look. This right here is like 1x minus another x. So all in all, we have 0x, and then this right here is equal to 1. Okay, we have a number times x is equal to 1. How do we isolate the x? Okay, if you want to divide both sides by 0, which is this number, okay, you cancel that out. And now some of you guys might say, okay, 1 over 0, what is it? What if we answer this as infinity? Does this work? If you plug this infinity back there, infinity, is it the same as saying infinity plus 1? Well, even though the right hand side is true that infinity plus 1, we can still say that's infinity. However, this is not a number, so this is not a solution to an equation. Remember, in order for something to be a solution to an equation, it has to be a number. Infinity is not a number, so this is again not an answer. So these are two common ways that you can play around with this equation. But what exactly is going on though? Well, the idea is that if you look at x is equal to x plus 1, after you subtract x from both sides, x minus x is 0, and then 1, right? So right here we are saying 0 is equal to 1, but this right here is never true. You don't have the x anymore. So this is unlike that solving for an equation that you have the x is equal to a number. This right here is never true, so that suggests you that this right here actually has no solution. And in fact, this is rather interesting because you cannot find imaginary solution for that equation either. Yes, no solutions at all. But of course, if you are doing computer science or coding and all that, x is equal to x plus 1 makes some sense, but I will leave that to you guys. Anyways, that's it.